Imam Hussein, we have gathered to pay our condolences to the Prophet and his family. But in particular, we offer our condolences to the mother of Hussein and to the Imam of our time. A man asked Imam as-Sadiq alayhi salam, Yabna Rasulillah, when I go for the ziyarah of your Jad Hussein, how should I come to Hussein? He said, go to Hussein the way Hussein was on the day of Ashura. So how should I go to Hussein, Yabna Rasulullah? He said, make sure your hair is disheveled and you're covered in dust. You go to him grieving while you're hungry and thirsty. Why? فَإِنَّ الْحُسَيْنِ قُتِلَ حَزِينًا مَكْرُوبًا مُغْبِرًا شَعْتًا جَاعِيًا عَطْشَانًا. By now, Hussein has lifted the bodies of his ashab. By now, Hussein has brought the bodies of Aun and Muhammad back. By now, Hussein has lifted the shattered body of Qasim. By now, Hussein has removed a spear blade from the chest of Akbar. By now, Hussein has lifted the severed arms of Abbas. By now, Hussein has removed an arrow from his 6-month-old baby's neck. Hussein is tired, physically tired, emotionally tired. But the spirit of truth and strength radiates in Hussein. One of the older daughters of Hussein says that after the day of Ashura, I had a dream. I saw my Baba Hussein. He said to me, when you go back to Medina, tell my Shia, لَيْتَكُنْ بِيَوْمِ عَاشُورَا تَنْظُرُونِي. Oh my Shia, if only you had been on the day of Ashura with me, you would have seen me. كيف أستسقي لماء فأبى أن يرحموني. How I kept begging for water for my baby as well. أجركم على الله. Having buried his son Asghar, Hussein sat alone on the hot sands of Karbala while the hot wind blew in his face. The enemies called out and said, oh Hussein, what are you waiting for? Hussein stood before the tents of the women and one last time called out, Hal min nasirin yansurna. Is there anyone now who can come to our help? Hal min mughithin yughithuna. Is there anyone who can come and rescue us now? When there was no reply, then Hussein said one more thing. He said, Hal min da'bin yadhubu an harami Rasulillah. Is there anyone who can come and protect the women of the Prophet? When there was no reply, Hussein called his sister Zanab. He said, Zainab, I want to bid farewell to my son Sajjad. Walk with me to his tent. Zainab and Hussein, the brother and sister who were inseparable, walked together for the last time. They came to the tent of Sajjad. He was barely conscious. Zainab lifted Sajjad up and sat behind him and supported him. Imam Sajjad says, when my father came to bid farewell, I saw a man wounded before him, but I did not recognize him. For a moment, I did not know who this man was. When I realized, I said to him, Baba, what happened? He said, my son Sajjad, a battle has ensued between us and the Yazid. He said, yes, but Aina Habib. Baba, what happened to Habib? Bunayya qad qutil. They have killed Habib. Baba, Aina Burair. Where is Burair? Bunayya qad qutil. When the ashab had been named, Imam Sajjad said, Baba, Aina Akhi Ali. Where is Ali al-Akbar? He said, my son, they have killed Ali al-Akbar. my son Sajjad, I have come to bid you farewell. I am going for jihad. He said, but Baba, why will you go? Aina Ammiya Abbas. Baba, where is Abbas? This is the same question that Ummul Baneen will ask Zainab in Medina. When Zainab says, Amma, they killed Hussein. Amma, they took my rida. Amma, they tied me in ropes and paraded me in the bazaar. Ummul Baneen will ask, where was Abbas? Ajrukum Allah. When Hussein told him, my son Sajjad, there is no one left now. It is only you and I. Sajjad turned to his aunt Zainab. He said, my aunt Zainab, give me my asa. Give me the stick. He took his stick. He took hold of a sword. He began walking out, dragging the sword on the sand. Hussein began saying to him, my son Ali, where are you going? He said, Baba, I am alive and you will go and die. My son Sajjad. Hussein said to Zainab, hold him, bring him back. They brought him back. Hussein sat beside him. My son Sajjad, you are the Imam after me now. You cannot die. Your imtihan will start now. You have to take this qafila to Kufa and Sham. Then he began giving wasiyah to his son Sajjad. Look, my son Sajjad, after you are released from prison, you will come back to Karbala. Rabab and Zainab will not want to leave Karbala. Make sure you take them to Medina. When you take them to Medina, give my Shia my salam. Tell them Hussein really missed you on the day of Ashura. Tell my Shia, if you ever drink any cold water, do not forget Hussein. And tell them, if they ever hear of any gharib, any stranger away from home, do not forget the ghurba of Hussein. Ajrukum alallah. Hussein came out of the tent. He said Al-Wida to his son for the last time. He called Fidda. He said, Fidda, bring the chest of tabarrukat. Bring that sanduk that we brought from Medina. In that sanduk was a shirt that Fatima had stitched for Hussein when he was still a little child. And she had made a wasiyah that when my Hussein goes for the last time, he should wear the shirt that I have stitched for him. Hussein put on the shirt of Fatima. Then a thought crossed his mind that when I die, they will loot this shirt. So he began ripping it from all sides. Then he came to the tent of the women. He stood outside and began saying, Ya Zainab wa ya Kulthum, Ya Ruqayya wa ya Sakina, Ya Rabab, alaykunna minnis salam. This is the akhir salam of Hussein. The women said, Aba Abdullah, come into the tent for a moment so we can bid you farewell. Then they formed two lines. They said, Aba Abdullah, can you walk between these two lines so that we can see you one last time? As he walked between the line, somebody was kissing his hands, somebody was kissing his feet, somebody was holding on to his Abba, Maula, do not go. In whose care are you leaving us? They did not want to let him out of the tent. Hussein called out to his sister Zainab, Zainab, ihbisuhunna. Zainab, hold them back, I have to leave now. Hussein came out of the tent. Zainab came out with him. I do not know how they parted, but Zainab remembered something. She said to her brother Hussein, my brother Hussein, can you loosen the button on your collar? When Hussein opened his collar, she kissed his collarbone as if praying to Allah, oh Allah, keep my brother safe. Hussein said, why are you doing this, Zainab? She said, this is the wasiyah of my mother Zahra. She had said to me, Zainab, when Hussein leaves you for the last time, a blunt dagger will run on his collarbone. Hussein remembered something. He said, Zainab, lift your abba a little. He kissed the arms of Zainab. He said, Zainab, this is the wasiyah of my father Ali. He said, when you are leaving Zainab, kiss her arms for me. Ropes will be tied in these arms. Allama Majlisi says, I once had a vision. I was in the haram of Amir al-Mu'mineen. I was reciting the Majlis of Hussein, and a Qasid came to me running and said, Fatima says to you, recite the greatest musibah of Hussein. I asked him, what is the greatest musibah of Hussein? He said, the musibah of when Hussein bade farewell to Zainab, when Hussein left his family for the last time. Ajrukum Allah. Hussein came towards his horse. He came towards Dhul Janah. He looked around, thinking who will help him mount the horse. He thought about his companions. He looked towards the tent where the bodies of the shuhada lay, and he began calling out, Ya Abtal as-Safa wa Ya Fursan al-Hija. Oh, my valiant and brave soldiers, you promised you will always protect me. Why can you not come and help me mount this horse? There was no reply. Then he said, Mali unadikum falatu jibun. Why is it that I am calling you but you are not replying me? The bodies of Habib and Muslim began to quiver as if saying, Hussein, death is holding us away. Zainab came close and said, I will help you get on the horse, O Hussein. Hussein mounted the horse. He wanted to start heading out. Zuljanah would not move. He began talking to his horse and saying, Zuljanah, you have helped me lift bodies from morning until now. This is the last zahma. After this I will not trouble you. Take me to the battlefield once more. Tears flowed down the horse's eyes. It kept putting its head down. Mawla, look at my hooves. A 4-year-old is holding on to him. Zuljanah, do not take my Baba. Whoever has gone has not returned. Ammu Abbas did not come back. Hussein came down from his horse. He took his little Sakina. Sakina began saying, Baba, halistaslamta lil maut. Baba, have you surrendered yourselves to death now? Hussein said, Bunayya, wa kayfa la yastaslim lil maut man la nasira lahu wa la mu'in. My child, how can I not surrender to death now when there is no one left to help me? She said, Baba, then go. But can you not do me one last favor? What is it you want, Sakina? She said, Baba, rudduna ila harami jaddina. Baba, can you take us back to Medina first? How will Hussein tell her, Sakina, you will never return to Medina? Your qabr is waiting in Sham. Hussein put his child on the chest one last time. Sakina used to sleep on the chest of Hussein. Mir Anis tries to capture this moment. He says, Sakina began saying to her Baba, नींद आएगी जब आपकी बू पाऊंगी बाबा, मैं रात को मक्तल में चली आऊंगी बाबा. फरमाया निकलती नहीं सैदानिया बाहर, छाती पे सुलाएगी तुम्हें रात को मादर. उसने कहा फिर आज कहाँ सोएंगे असगर. शेर बोले कि बस जिद न करो, सदके में तुम पर शब होएगी और दश्त में हम होएंगे बीबी. असगर मेरे साथ आज वही सोएंगे बीबी. Hussein lifted Sakina. He kissed his daughter for the last time. He handed her to Zainab. Zainab, this is my amana. Zainab, when you get water, first give her. Zainab, make sure Shimr does not slap and whip her. I sometimes sit on the day of Ashura and I think, Abba Abdullah, we have never seen your beautiful and radiant face. We are separated from you for 1400 years. But when I come to this moment of you leaving, I think to myself, Mawla, don't go. Wait a little bit. Let us still see you. Oh Hussein, do not be in a hurry. If this is my condition, oh Hussein, how was it for Zainab to let you go? Hussein began to ride out. Hussein, Zainab called out, Mahlan, Mahlan, Yabna Zahra. O son of Zahra, do not go in a hurry. Leave us slowly. The enemies were getting impatient. They began saying, attack Hussein while he's bidding farewell to his family. They began shooting arrows towards Hussein. The women were frightened. They went back into the tent. Hussein was enraged that they were shooting at his family. He came out into the battlefield enraged. He began saying to them, Ansibuni thumma rji'u ila anfusikum hal yahillu lakum qatli. Look at me and my lineage. Who am I? And then ask yourself, is it lawful for you to kill me? Is there any law of Sharia that I have broken? Am I not the grandson of your prophet? Am I not the son of the daughter of your prophet? Is not Hamza from us? Is not Jaffar from us? And he kept pleading with them, and they said, yes, O son of Fatima, we know you are the grandson of the prophet, but we will kill you today, bughdan li abik, out of hatred for your father Ali. Hussein said to Umar ibn Saad, it is only fair that we fight one-on-one. Umar ibn Saad agreed to this. He began sending men after men after men, and Hussein kept killing them and sending them to the fire of hell. Then Umar ibn Saad sent them in twos, then he sent them in threes, then he sent them in fours and fives and six. They began swarming him and coming around him like locusts. Hussein's Zulfiqar began moving like lightning in the battle of Karbala. Wherever it turned, heads began to roll. The blood of Haydar al-Qarrar showed itself. The days of Khandak and Khaybar were reminded again. The Yazidi force began running in all directions, crying, Al-Aman, Al-Aman. Hussein sometimes was saying, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-azim. And sometimes he was saying, where are you running, O cowards? You killed my Abbas and my Akbar. Every now and then he would come back towards the tent, so Zainab knows he is still alive. He would go out and attack the right flank, the Maymana, and then come back. He would attack the Maysara, the left side, and come back. He would attack the middle of the of the ranks of Yazid and then come back, and he kept fighting and fighting them. Hussein, Umar ibn Saad said, the day of judgment will come, Qayamat will come, but you will not kill Hussein like this. This is the son of Qatilul Arab. He is the son of the one who killed the bravest of the Arabs. There is only one way to kill Hussein. You must throw things at him from afar. Whoever had a spear began throwing a spear at Hussein. Whoever had arrows shot arrows at Hussein. And whoever had nothing, he began looking for rocks on the sand of Karbala. It began showering on Hussein. Rocks came flying at him. Arrows came showering at him. One of the rocks came towards Hussein. It hit him on the forehead. Blood began flowing from the forehead of Hussein. He loosened his armor. He lifted his shirt to wipe the blood from his forehead. Hurmala found an opportunity. This was the third of his 3 arrows. He had ripped the mashkiza of Abbas. He had ripped the neck of Ali ibn Asghar. He took his 3-pronged poisoned arrow. He aimed at the chest of Hussein. When the arrow hit the chest of Hussein, Hussein could no longer hold himself on the horse. He began wavering on the horse. He turned towards a decline, a nashab that was closer towards the tent. He began falling from his horse, saying, Bismillahi wa billah wa ala millati Rasulillah. Mir Anis tries to capture this moment when Fatima is waiting for Hussein from the horse. He says, Chillai Fatima, mera bachcha hai begunah. Fatima began screaming, my child is innocent. चिल्लाई फातिमा मेरा बच्चा है बेगुनाह, आई अर्ज़े करबला मेरा बच्चा है बेगुनाह, आई दश्ते नैनवा मेरा बच्चा है बेगुनाह, आई नहरे अलकमा मेरा बच्चा है बेगुनाह. Then she turns to time itself. आई दहरे बेवफा मेरा बच्चा है बेगुनाह, आई जुल्फिकार तू ही बचा ले हुसैन को, आई जुलझना तुझसे मिलूंगी हुसैन को. Hussein fell, but Hussein did not land on the land of Karbala. وَكَانَ جِسْمُهُ مُعَلَّقَةٍ بَيْنَ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ. His body was suspended between the heavens and the earth. It came and rested on a bed of arrows. Every time Hussein turned, the arrows behind pierced his body to the front. The arrows in front began piercing him at the back. Hamid ibn Muslim says, by Allah, I never saw a man like Hussein. The more he fought, the more radiant his face was, the brighter his face grew. He stood up and he began fighting on his foot. Anyone who came near him, he killed him. They kept shooting arrows at him. There came a time when he could not stand anymore. Every time someone came, he got up on his knees and he began fighting again. When he could not do that, he sat on the ground and he still kept fighting. He did not stop. But there came a time when Hussein cried. He said, Wa ghurbata, wa Muhammada, wa Aliya, wa qillata nasira. चारों तरफ को देख के कहने लगा हुसैन, ऐ जालिमो गरीब है बेआशना हुसैन. The enemies wanted to make sure, is Hussein still alive? So every now and then they would shout, oh Hussein, we are going now to attack your women. Hussein would lift his head and say, leave them alone. Sometimes they would say, oh Hussein, we are going to burn your tents. Then again Imam al-Hussein would lift his head. He called out to Umar ibn Saad. He said, Ya Shi'ata Ali Abi Sufyan, O Shias of Abu Sufyan, if you are not Muslims, have some shame. Do not attack my women while I am still alive. Umar ibn Saad felt ashamed. He said to his men, leave the women alone. Zainab went out and stood on a hill that is called Tilla Zainabiyya. As she stood looking out at her brother Hussein, a little child came and stood beside him. This is the yatim of Hassan. His name was Abdullah. Zainab was holding the hand of Abdullah ibn al-Hussein, ibn al-Hassan. When Abdullah saw his uncle sitting in the middle of the desert all wounded, he pulled his hand away from Zainab. He began running out to the battlefield. Zainab tried to stop him. Abdullah kept running out into the battlefield. He ran and ran. When he came to Hussein, he threw himself on Hussein. He said, my uncle, what are they doing to you? Why are they trying to kill you? Hussein said, Abdullah, you should not be out in the battlefield. Go back to the tents. Hurmala came forward. He pulled out a sword. He tried to strike Hussein. The little child put his arms out and said, leave my uncle alone. Hurmala swiped his sword. He severed both arms of the little boy. The little child turned to Hussein. My uncle Hussein, look, they have cut my arms. Hussein hugged the child. Be patient, my child. Abdullah died in the hands of Hussein. I would ask, Hussein, how many more qurbani will you keep giving? Dhuljana began circling Hussein. Anyone who came near, he kicked them and killed them. The time of Asr was drawing. Hussein looked up at the heavens. A voice called out to him, Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutmainna, O soul that is in complete tranquility, irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatum mardiya. O my Hussein, your imtihan is over. Return now, O my Hussein. Zuljana came forward. He began rubbing his head on the blood of Hussein. Hussein. Then with his saddle falling to the side, he began running back towards the camp. Hussein turned for his last ibadah. He turned into prostration and began calling out to his Lord, Ilahi, Ilahi, taraktul khalqa turran fi hawak. My Lord, I have now abandoned all of creation in my yearning for you. Wa aitamtul iyali likay arak. I have orphaned my children now so that I may behold you. Falau qatta'uni bisuyufi irban irba. If they now come and cut me with their swords into pieces, my Lord, lama hannal fuad ila siwak. Hussein kept calling out to his Lord. Umar ibn Saad said, relieve Hussein of his pain. Someone go and kill him. Everyone who came forward, when Hussein opened his eyes and looked at them, they ran away in fear. Then the most ruthless of the creatures of Allah came forward, Shimr dhil Jawshan. He said, I will do this deed. He pulled out a dagger. As he walked towards Hussein, he said, why make this easy for Hussein? He began striking it on the rock to blunt his dagger. Then he came towards Hussein. Darya bhi ro diya, samandar bhi ro diya, nazuk gale ko dekh ke khanjar bhi ro diya. He kicked Abdullah and turned him over. When Hussein opened his eyes, what did he see? He saw Shimrun Jalisun ala Sadri. Shimr was sitting on his chest. Hussein opened his eyes and said to him, Ya Shimr, laqadir taqaita murtaqan azima. Oh Shimr, you have sat on a very lofty place. You are not worthy of this. Why? Because this is the chest that Rasulullah used to hug and kiss. Some people say, some of the Arbab of Azhar say, Hussein never asked Shimr for water. Some of them say, Hussein asked for water, but it was not because he was thirsty anymore. He wanted to extract some last humanity from Shimr. He began saying to him, oh Shimr, even an animal is given water before he is killed. Give me a sip of water before you behead me. Shimr refused and said, I will not give you any water. Hakim ka hukam ye hai ke pani bashar piye, haywan piye, charind piye, janwar piye, jo tishna lab jahan mein ho, wo sab aan kar piye, kafir talak piye, to na tum mana kijiyo. एक फातिमा के लाल को पानी न दीजियो. Hussein kept pleading with him, मुझको नहीं रुलाते नबी को रुलाते हो, ये तीर फातिमा के जिगर पर लगाते हो. अब दो गरी के बाद हमें तुम न पाओगे, पानी किसे दिखा के जमी पर बहाओगे. Shimr would not relent. He kept saying, I will kill you. रुलवाऊंगा बतूल को इन सब के सामने, रुलवाऊंगा बतूल को इन सब के सामने, काटूंगा हल्का आपका ज़ैनब के सामने. Hi Zainab, standing on Tilla Zainabiya. She saw Shimr, one knee on the chest of Hussein, holding a dagger. She cried out, Umar ibn Saad, are you going to keep watching while my brother is being slaughtered? Shimr turned Hussein. He began striking Hussein on the collar. Every time he struck, Hussein lifted his head and called out, Abbas! Where are you, Abbas? Zainab cried, alas, why does not the heavens fall? Suddenly, the land of Karbala began to quake. It turned dark and red. Blood began raining on Karbala. The waves of Furat rose as if saying, Hussein, come to me, Hussein. Zuljana ran towards the Khayyam. The women came out and said, Zuljana, Aina Taraktal Hussein. Zuljana, where is your master? Little Sakina came out. She put her little arms around the neck of the horse. She did not ask, Zuljana, where is my Baba? She asked, Zuljana, Asuqiya Abi, Am Kutila Atshanan. Zuljana, did they give any water to my Baba? Or did they kill him thirsty? Zainab ran to the tent of Sajjad. Beta Sajjad, there is a Qayamat outside. When she lifted the tent, Sajjad saw his father's hair on a spear. He said, Assalamu alayka ya abata. Jibreel began screaming, Qutil al-Hussein bi Karbala. Zubi al-Hussein bi Karbala. Wa Husseina. Faryad ya Muhammad. Faryad ya Ali. Ma Husseina. Wa Ghariba. Ma tame Hussein. Wa Husseina. Wa